Hello, everybody. Welcome to week 6 of the semester. You're halfway through week 6 now, or more. This is your department update for February 23rd. I realize it's been a couple weeks. It's been a crazy little time. So thanks for bearing with me, and let's get going. Our agenda this week is pretty short, just 4 topics: some institutional information, forms and procedures, important dates, and then always your wrap up. So first thing is institutional information. The integrated org structure, there's been open forums about this previously. Now we've kind of, it's been refined down. So at this point, there are specific meetings for what's looking like the potential future orgs or potential schools. So I would encourage you to please attend yours. You can attend others if you'd like. I'm going to try to attend them all. The ones specific to the group receiving this email are the Business Communication and Technology one that is tomorrow, Friday, from 2 to 3:15 and APIN 1320. The other one would be Monday, February 27th for Industry and Trades, and that affects specifically mechatronics and drafting that are currently part of this group. So please feel free to attend as many of those as you'd like. I'm sure that similar questions will be posed in multiple of these meetings. And remember that if you don't come with your questions and thoughts, there's no way for them to be addressed. Okay, so it's really important to participate. Next thing, institutional information wise, is that the first draft for fall schedule has already been submitted. So thank you to all of you that have been working on that. We look forward to getting the second draft back so that we can clarify that everything's right on the money. But thank you for working on those. Forms and procedures are our next topic. So there is a new instructional operating procedure book for academic affairs and CTE faculty, so for all credit instruction. You can find that at MyCWI under employee resources, and instructional links. It's down at the bottom, and unfortunately it's right around my nose right there. Anyway, so please look for that. It's nice to have one book so that people aren't looking multiple places and finding different resources that are conflicting. So we have one IOP for everybody now. Next thing with forms and procedures is FPARs, everyone's favorite, right? So those were due on the 15th. There's a lot of those that I've been getting trickled in after the 15th, but please make sure that I've got those if I don't have yours already. Part of my charge is to meet with you for your annual reviews before the end of March. And I'm aware that during March is spring break when everyone's going to be gone, and there's a time that I'm going to be gone at a conference as well. So Brenda Munch should be contacting most all of you. I may have Roxanne schedule a couple for the Micron building, but expect to hear from them about getting on my schedule so that we can sit down and have your annual review. And yeah, so there's that. Last thing with forms and procedures is TAC meetings for spring. So if you've not scheduled that yet, please make sure it gets on the schedule. If you need to do a virtual meeting because you're opting out of the face-to-face this spring, or you did face-to-face in the fall so you can do a virtual this spring, I need to know that that's what's happening. These TAC members are crucial, and as we go forward, even with integrated org, it's going to be important that we keep them engaged. That's how we can respond, as you know, to industry needs, is by having them engaged. But the impact that that has to our organization going forward is going to be really big. So let's make sure that we're getting that done. All right. Next thing is important dates. I have 2 on the schedule right now. It seems like there should be a third, but I can't remember what it is, so maybe next week. But important dates right now. March 4th, we have BPA state competition. That'll be here at the APIN building, so that's coming up really quick next week. April 22nd, Skills on Wheels, so that car show. If you have students in skills, make sure that they are finding a way to help out with the success of that. All right. The only other one that I can think of off the top of my head is intermediate grades. So I know that we have all different times for those. Week 5 would have been last week for a lot of intermediate grades, and make sure that you're doing attendance for week 1 of this second 5-week block if you're impacted by that. Okay. All right. Last thing is wrap up. So trying to find some inspirational stuff about change. So John F. Kennedy said, "Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future." I know change can be scary, and we're going through a lot of change that seems really rapid right now. It really is not that rapid. Institutionally, integrated org was decided upon as a priority 2 years ago. Most of us kind of found out about it much later in the game, so it feels like it's a rushed process. It's so important that you participate. We need to be able to anticipate any and all hurdles that we can as we move forward, because this is moving forward. And I shared with somebody else earlier today is that if we don't come to the table with those hurdles, then we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot. And I don't want to see any of us shoot ourselves in the foot. So please come and help us define what this new org is going forward, and the community that we build together for that org. And the last thing I'll leave you with is be sure to nominate a peer for a Faculty of Distinction at UROC, because you work with great people. I work with great people. All of you are fantastic. You're appreciated. You're admired by your students, and thank you for doing the wonderful work that you do. Until next time, I'll see you on campus.